Welcome back everybody to another episode of Show and Tell. Today we're talking about the Linxura Smart Controller. This is going to make smart home control so much easier. It's going to let you control up to 52 devices, all with one remote, regardless of what ecosystem the products are on. So I can click one button and I can turn on a whole bunch of products, and I can click another button and turn all of those products off. It's just that easy. One click of a button using the Linxura Smart Remote. Let's go. So I just got back from CES and I'm really glad I was able to get my hands on one of these because I want to show you something really new and really cool. So let's first take a look at the physical aspects of this portable smart device remote control. Comes in 3 colors. This is the Midnight Onyx, black. It also is going to come in a Snow Pearl, which is white, and a Sterling Moon, which is like a silvery color. You'll notice next that it has an e-paper display. This is going to be great for battery life. It's going to let you use a single charge up to 3 months, and you can recharge it with USB-C, so it'll be pretty quick. The screen, it's really easy to see. The icons are, pretty clear detailed. It's not overcrowded. I'd say this is a good balance of text considering the limited real estate space on the screen. Next, we're going to talk about the scrolling wheel. This is a really nice mechanical style scrolling wheel. It's reminiscent of those iPod days with that scroll, and it's got a really nice scrolling sound. Just listen to this. That's just really satisfying for some reason. Now, how do you control this thing? There's 4 ways to engage with the products using the remote. There's a single click, there's a double click, okay, and then there's click and rotate clockwise, click and rotate counterclockwise. So that's how you can increase brightness or volume or fan speeds of different things on top of simply turning them on and off. So let's turn on these big 3 right here, and I'm going to show you how we can control the intensity, the brightness of just the middle one. So we're going to go ahead and click big 3, and then all these should turn on. And then we're going to rotate over to my mid 1, and then we're going to do the long press until you see rotate and release come up on the screen, and then you'll know that's when you can do the rotation. So we're going to hold it for a second, okay, and then now we're going to go clockwise, counterclockwise, and we've dimmed it down. Now let's put the brightness back up. So we're going to do the same thing and bring it back up. And that's how we do that. So the great thing about this is there's no additional hubs needed. This will work with all the different ecosystems that you're using with no additional hub required. It's going to connect with Wi-Fi 2.4G, so it's really strong and stable no matter where you're using it, and it has Bluetooth 5.2 for really strong connectivity. If you think, oh, Peter, this is a pretty small device, I'm definitely going to lose this in my couch cushions. Well, this has a Find My Remote feature in the app, so you just open that up, click it, and this thing will start beeping, and you'll be able to find it. So what devices, what platforms does this actually work with? Well, a few. First, the main ones. Works with Alexa, Google, and if this then that. There is support for Matter coming soon, and that will be a firmware update that you'll have very soon. Yeah. So you see that I have an Alexa and a Google Home speaker here. So to interact with all these products, I can say, hey Google, turn on Groovy Lamp.
All right, turning the Groovy Lamp on.
Okay. I can also control Groovy Lamp from my phone and turn it off that way. So those are just some of the ways that you can control these products. Okay, so turn it off from my phone, right? And now you have another layer, the Linxura Smart Remote, to do a lot of the same activities that you're doing, but it makes it a whole lot easier with a handheld remote. That simple. There's also a few direct integrations with brands using Linxura, so you can connect directly into Sonos, LifeX, or Philips Hue, for example, and there will be more direct connections coming soon. So you might be saying, well, why do I even need this? I use voice control, I use Amazon Alexa, I have a Google Home speaker. Well, those are great, but this adds another layer of control on top of using the apps on your phone or on top of using the voice assistants that live in speakers like these. Okay. So some cases where this wouldn't be helpful is if you're throwing a party, right? You probably can't do a whole lot of voice commands when you're blasting music and hosting a party. Okay. Well, what about if you're having movie night? Cool, I want to dim the lights a little lower. I don't really want to get up and mess with the dimmers. I'd rather just click a button. Let's say you have a baby sleeping at home, right? You don't want to be barking orders at Google and Alexa. You want to just click a remote and keep that baby sleeping and preserve as much solitude as you're getting for yourself, right? So the significant others in your home, right, or guests, they also might have accents. So if you're basing all of your home control off a voice assistant, people with accents or that English is their second language, they might have a hard time using it. It's gonna create a little bit of friction. And instead of phones, using Google Home app or the Alexa app, which is also a very feasible solution, a lot of elders, right, senior citizens, they don't really like having so much screen time and they're not up to date with all these apps and connections and integrations, but they understand the remote control. So this, I feel like, is a great benefit for the seniors, for homes with families, homes that are entertaining a lot, where you don't know that this lamp, for example, I call it Groovy Lamp. And if you don't know to call it out by Groovy Lamp, you won't be able to toggle it. But you can see that from the remote, and that helps with everything. So not only can this simplify the classic single family home, but this is also great for businesses. Okay, if you're running hotels or you're doing short-term rentals on Airbnbs, right? This is a great add-on to give a more luxurious experience for the guests, being able to simply, without downloading apps and making accounts, control smart devices like lights with different hues and intensities in their rooms. So that's a great added benefit. Now, when you can have one unit or you can have multiple units throughout your home and throughout your business to control everything. So you are not just limited to one single unit, and you can place these all over with the wall mount that they sell for about 15 bucks. You just screw it in the wall and then you have a permanent home for this that you can always bring it back to and never lose it. So now, before I show you how to set this up and make it do a bunch of cool stuff, I want to show you some cool stuff, okay? So using the Linxura remote, okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn on this light here in the front for you guys. I click this one button and it's going to come on, okay? Now, some products have a different button for toggling off, so maybe you might have to double click it to turn it off. For this one, just a single press again, it's going to toggle it between on and off. Okay, so that's really easy and simple. Let's say I want to turn on a couple things. Well, you can set those up too. So I'm going to press one button and it's going to turn on a whole bunch of products around me, including some fans and air purifiers and such. All right, this is a really cool feature because it works across both Alexa and Google with one button. You can have a macro set of actions triggered. So now let's turn all of these items off. So same thing, just gonna press one button and it's gonna send the turn off command to all those products in this group that I just created. Okay, so now we're gonna do a fun one. Let's say it's movie night and it's time to power up the projector. I got the XGME Horizon Pro wall mounted here on the ceiling. So now I'm gonna press my projector button and it's gonna turn on the projector and start letting me watch movies, play games, play video games, do all the fun stuff on the projector. And then if I double press, I get to turn it off, just like everything else. So that was pretty cool. Very quick, very efficient, just a click of a button. Okay, so now let's check out how do we actually set this product up using the apps and connecting them to Alexa and making this magic happen. So let's go ahead and set up a product in Alexa as well to show you that workflow. So the journey again begins in the Linxura app. So we're in the Linxura app now. Okay, we've selected the device. We're gonna add a new button and we're gonna name that button, let's do now this bedroom fan that I have here on the floor next to me, it's plugged into a smart plug. So we're really activating the smart plug to use the fan. So I'm going to call this small fan because I have a big fan. So the button is going to say S fan. Okay. And just like the lights, fans have fan speed. So we can use the different, rotation features there too. They do have a fan icon. So we're going to go ahead and use that. Okay. And then we're going to assign the fan to Alexa. So that way this is connected to Alexa. Cool. That's done. And you just heard it confirm. So now we're going to open up the Alexa app. Okay. And you've also noticed that right when I created the button, that there's a new button now on the device. It says S fan. And it does this really cool like little animation where it, clears the e-screen and shows you the new version with the updated icons. So now we're in Alexa. We're going to go to the devices section and we're going to try to create an automation here. So first we'll find the remote for it. So it says Linxura remote small fan. So we're going to open that up. Okay. And then we're going to say create a new routine. So when the button is pressed, single click, that it will turn on. So we're going to pick plugs, bedroom fan, turn on. Oh, okay, so this is cool. This has the toggle on and off. So we don't have to repeat this process. Single click will work to turn on, single click will work to take it off. It's just a toggle on off. Not every product has that. So that's why sometimes you need single click for on and double click for off. So we're going to do that here and save. Okay, now let's give it a shot. So now I'm going to press the S fan button on the Linxura and see if the fan turns off, on, and then I'm going to press it again and see if it turns off. So I just clicked it and you hear it going now, and you might be able to see the tablecloth flapping a little bit. Now I'm going to press it one more time and it should turn off. Awesome. There you go. And there goes the sound. So that's how easy it is to set everything up. It is a bit of a process, as I said, but the end result is totally worth it. To cap up this video in a short story also, I was working at Best Buy in the home theater department way back in the day, and we had to turn off 100 TVs every night. And so we had these really fancy universal remotes that were programmed for Samsung, for LG, for Sony, and we would just go around and click the Samsung button, the Sony button, the LG, and everything would just turn off. I always felt like a magician doing magic when I was, when I got the opportunity to use this universal remote. Now that I have the Linxura, I'm getting the Harry Potter energy right now. I feel like a magician just saying, yeah, turn this on, turn that off with a simple click. And if they were able to turn this into a wand, that's some real magical stuff right there. So if this sounds interesting for you, and you have a lot of products and you have a lot of people coming over that don't know how to use those smart home devices, $100 can make that whole situation a lot better. And for 15 more, you get the wall mount. You could check it out on linxura.com. That's LINXURA.com. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe now. Thanks so much. See you next time. Let's go. Oh,